This week marks 8 months since the Marshall fire, and we're seeing another sign of recovery. They reopened the Target store in Superior. It's something many Marshall fire survivors say they are grateful to see. Now, News reporter Jordan Chavez is live outside the store for us this morning. And Jordan, this store represents so much more to this community than just a corporate chain typically would.
This represents such a step in progress, Corey. This is really exciting for a lot of people in this area because I remember vividly when we were out here that first morning after the fire, and this was a big question from a lot of the homeowners who were walking around the area. Do you know if stores like Target were impacted by this fire? Do you know if stores like Target, when exactly they're going to reopen? Those were what a lot of people wanted to know. You got to think about it. These are questions that were being asked by people who just hours before had lost so much to this fire that ultimately killed 2 people and destroyed thousands of homes. Well, here we are about 8 months later, almost to the day. The doors of the store have finally reopened. That fire damaged the store's roof. Then the sprinklers malfunctioned, causing them to run for several days. Then you add in a snowstorm the day after the fire. And well, you've got plenty of damage to deal with out here, though you wouldn't know it by looking at the store now this morning. To remind you, they actually do have pictures, though, of that damage hanging at the front of the store. One of the shoppers here yesterday described her excitement to be back as almost Disneyland level. That's how exciting it is for so many people. She told our team that having the store back hit her and others in a way they didn't really expect, bringing them to tears.
I've seen so many people in the store today that I know, and I've seen so many other people crying. And I think the same thing. It hits you when you walk in. It just hits you, you know, what our community's been through.
And you know, Corey, I think we could do a survey of so many people across this country, and they will tell you that going to Target is part of their weekly routines. And the same is true for a lot of people in this area, though it's something they couldn't do for the past 8 months, not at least without having to drive a bit farther to do so. So that is what reopening of this store means for them. It's a step back to their lives before this fire ever happened. And as we have talked about, this progress has been pretty slow, so any kind of progress is really exciting out here, Corey.
Yeah, signs of recovery. You know, a lot of these residents want to stay there. They want to rebuild. And so the fact that things are kind of coming back to normal, it's a big deal for them.
And you also think about everything that Target sells. It's not just a store that you're walking around. It has groceries, it has furniture items, it has a lot of your home essentials like your toothbrush, your shampoo, stuff like that. These are things that they actually need and things they couldn't access in those moments after they had just lost so much, Corey.
Yeah, the basic essentials now back open in their neighborhoods. So yeah, it is a big deal for sure. Jordan, thank you.